So I was scrolling through my feed the other day and I noticed a small pop in followers for no reason. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Did something happen? So I'm like scrolling down in my notifications and then my heart drops for a second. Joey Carbstrong has tagged you in a post. And I was like, holy shit. What? Joey fell for a phishing scam? Dude, that's why you always double check directly on the Amazon app. But seriously, remember that PIGNORANT review that I made a few months ago? Well, I also made a bunch of reels for that video and he shared one of those on his Instagram. So I clicked on it to watch the reel until I noticed, who put in this big yellow font? Where's my joke about mispronouncing dominions? Wait a second. I didn't make this. Did Joey make this? Uh-oh. Did I say anything unhinged in that video? Does that mean Joey saw my comment about his drip? And here's the real, by the way. The thing that this documentary does that I've never seen another one do is that it's a documentary focused purely on the ethical side of veganism, and it delivers the brutal and honest reality of what happens to the animals. It is tame compared to dominions and earthlings. So it turns out that his team cut a reel from the long form video and they posted it to all his socials, not just Instagram. I'm talking YouTube, Twitter, OnlyFans. And so just like a quick behind the scenes here, I did make a similar reel and I accidentally said dominions instead of dominion. So this is what it looked like. Brutal and honest reality of what happens to the animals, but it isn't so graphic that it scares the general public away. Like, it is tame compared to dominions and earthlings. So I guess you can kind of see like why Joey wouldn't want that on his official page. But anyways, underneath his post, he wrote like, thanks so much Danesh for making this review of the film. He really liked that I highlighted that it was a good balance between intense and approachable, because apparently it seems like that's what they were going for. Like, they were really intentional about that. So cool, I know that feeling of, yes, come on, it's exactly what I was going for. Woo! But yeah, if y'all haven't checked out his documentary yet, I really recommend y'all do it. Bring your friend, take a non-vegan date, you know, do a little Prime Video and chill. But yeah, so going back to what happened, y'all, I was like this. I was shaking. I was in shock that I was on his channels. I was like, what the f? Dude, I remember sitting in my room during COVID just binging Joey's content when I was first learning about veganism and getting into it. You know, he's just someone that I have so much respect for. And for him to see one of my videos and say, hey, I like this so much, I wanna get my team to cut it and push it across all my social media channels. It was just like one of those out of body adrenaline pumping moments, you know, like having your first kiss or realizing pasta's vegan. But seriously, I felt so honored to be recognized by one of my inspirations. And you know, I've actually met Joey before. Here's a picture of us. But he met hundreds of people that day, so I doubt he remembers me at all or knows that, you know, that guy was me. Then again, my hat was pretty memorable, so who knows? But in that moment, I was still making content. I didn't even have 300 subscribers. And I remember he told me to keep up the good work. Sort of reminds me of that story of Michael Phelps and that guy that he met as a kid. And then years later, that kid grew up and beat him in the Olympics. Not saying I'm beating Joey or anything or that it's a competition. I'm just saying it kind of reminded me of that. I mean, look, isn't the difference uncanny? Maybe we need to get another photo at camp out this year. You know, if I see him. Do y'all think he would recognize me if I walked up to him? Like, can you imagine, like I'm trying to get on stage and security's pulling me down? And I'm like, let me up there! I know him! Anyways, it was a truly motivating and humbling experience. And it reminded me that not all the wins are in the numbers. Because, you know, as someone who's trying to make a living off of informing people on veganism and showing them how they can live vegan, that's something that I find myself always focusing on, you know? The numbers, the growth, the money that's coming in. Because that's something that I'm really focused on right now. Getting to a point where I can actually live off of this. And actually, that leads me to something else that I wanted to bring up in this video. Today I'm making it easier for people who want to help me be able to live off of this by launching YouTube channel memberships. So it's similar to my Patreon, but it's directly here on YouTube. You can just click the join button down below and it works directly with your Google account. So it's way simpler. So yeah, and if you do end up deciding to join, your money will go to helping me continue to put out content that, hey, might even end up on someone like Joey's channel. And I'm making it so that you can join for as little as $1, by the way. Pulling the Bernie Sanders move. And to help understand how far contributions go, based on my current channel stats, $1 is how much I would make if a single person viewed my videos 250 times. And $10 would be like if somebody watched my videos 2,500 times. So yeah, that money goes a long way. Now, YouTube does take their cut, so it doesn't translate to exactly that, but you get the gist. Even $1 is pretty huge. And yeah, you'll get cool stickers. For now, I think I'll keep the system similar to my Patreon. Like, I'm not sure if I'll do slightly different benefits for both. Taking a page out of Pokemon for that one. But yeah, it's still a bit of a work in progress. And yeah, for those of y'all wondering about the new location, no, I did not just ball out and get a banger house. I'm at my friends visiting them, and you know, because I'm just so obsessed with work, I brought it with me. No, I'm kidding, but it is a perk of creating content. But anyways, y'all, thanks so much for watching. That's a wrap for this video. Big shout out to my patrons and potentially my new channel members. And don't forget to eat your legumes, take your B12 supplement, and if you wanna look at the original video that blew Joey away, it's right over here. So, enjoy. All right, till next time.